Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show. And in this particular Cricket Happening Show, it is going to be the second day's report. The report on the second day's play between Pakistan and Zimbabwe, which happened at the Harare Sports Club. Well, Zimbabwe definitely did very well after first performing well with the ball yesterday, and today it was absolute quick work for Zimbabwe. Pakistan resuming on their overnight total of 249 were bowled out for 249. There was only a matter of 2 balls that took to clear up things, and Tendai Chatara was the one who actually cleaned up Saeed Ajmal with the very first delivery that he bowled of the morning. Clean bowling Ajmal, and Ajmal missing his 50 there. He was out for 49 with 6 fours and 1 6. And this is Pakistan were 249 all out. The wickets were shared by Tendai Chatara 3 wickets, and Panyangara and Chatara shared 3 wickets each, and it was Shingra Masakadza and Prosper Sayed, the spinner, sharing 2 wickets each. Well, as far as Zimbabwe were concerned, well, for Zimbabwe the bowling was very good. In fact, especially Rahat Ali was looking very impressive. The left-arm pacer, he was bowling at the right lines. He was getting the ball to swing away from the batsman, and he was keeping the batsman guessing. He was also getting the ball to come in, and that was also really worrying the batsman. So Tino Mamoyo and Sibanda were the ones who actually opened the innings, and Pakistan scalped a quick breakthrough through Junaid Khan. As Junaid Khan, in fact, Rahat Ali was a bowler who was really helping Junaid Khan get the wickets, because Rahat Ali was really worrying the batsmen. He was hitting them on the rib cage sometimes, getting the ball to move out and move in, and finally Junaid Khan got the reward as Tino Mamoyo was sucked in and he was caught behind by Adnan Akmal for 13. So that is the first wicket. There were 13 with 2 boundaries. Tino Mamoyo was walking, and Zimbabwe were 25 for 1 at that stage. And then after that, Vusi Sibanda and Hamilton Masakadza, the fill-in captain, were at the crease. Well, that time we could see a lot of strokes being flowing, especially from Vusi Sibanda's bat, as he played some very nice off drives. And in one particular over of Rahat Ali, he sent Rahat Ali for 3 fours, and Rahat Ali in the previous clashes with Sibanda had actually troubled him, but Sibanda got the better of him by creaming him for 3 boundaries. Hamilton Masakadza, well, he also played some very good strokes, some 2 good boundaries, and he also sent Saeed Ajmal onto the roof by launching him for a 6. And both of them had taken the partnership to 68 when that was the time there was 2 wickets which fell in quick succession for Zimbabwe. When they first lost Hamilton Masakadza actually lost a ball from Saeed Ajmal, which was a straighter one. Probably he was playing for the ball to spin, but the ball came in straight and went on to hit the stumps. So Masakadza gone, bowled Ajmal for 19 with 2 fours and 1 6. So Hamilton Masakadza was gone. Sibanda was joined by Sikandar Raza, who was making his test debut, and Hamilton Masakadza. First it was actually Sibanda's turn to go, because Junaid Khan actually picked up in the last ball. It was a very good over from Junaid Khan. He bowled a very testing over to Sibanda, where Sibanda was really absolutely at sea against Junaid Khan, as he was keeping him guessing with deliveries moving out and moving in. And Vusi Sibanda finally succumbed to Junaid Khan of the final ball of that over, when Vusi Sibanda was sucked into the ball outside the off stump, and he was caught by Adnan Akmal of the bowling of Junaid Khan. Some superb bowling from Junaid Khan, as Sibanda was walking to the pavilion after making a neat 31 with 6 boundaries. So that made the score 68 for 2, and then when Masakadza fell, it was 68 for 3, and suddenly the Zimbabwean innings, which was looking like recovering through the Masakadza Sibanda partnership, were in for tough times, and they were reeling at the time. They were really struggling at 68 for 3. But after that, it was the test debutant Sikandar Raza at the crease, and he was joined by the Zimbabwean coach son. The Zimbabwean coach is Andy Waller, as you know, and his son Malcolm Waller, and both of them really put on a very, very useful partnership. In fact, it was a 127-run partnership that they put for the 4th wicket, which really rescued Zimbabwe from a very, very tight situation to put them in a position of strength. And in fact, also I would say this was the partnership which actually led them to actually take the lead of 32 runs on the going into the 3rd day. So it was a very good partnership. As far as Sikandar Raza, Test debutant, was concerned, he was pretty cautious. He was only playing the percentage strokes, and he was also making his debut, so it was understandable. So, and Sikandar Raza definitely has a very good defense. He plays the spinners well. We did see that he used his feet very well against the spinners, especially against Saeed Ajmal, and also played some very nice boundaries. His orthodox, we have seen that he did when he was making his one-day debut against India, he made 80 odd runs. So in the test match too, he got a 50 under his belt. And Malcolm Waller was also very, very impressive. Malcolm Waller, what he was doing was he was keeping the innings pretty busy. He was keeping the scoreboard moving by tickling. He was anything which was offered short of length or anything which was offering width was really dispatched to the fence. And he also played some nice offside strokes. And everything, I mean, it was a very good partnership. In fact, the more aggressive was Malcolm Waller, who was picking up lots of boundaries to the offside. And this partnership was really blossoming, and it was really worrying Pakistan because they had already added 127 runs, and the score has reached 195. And that was the time Saeed Ajmal came in and started striking big. First, he picked up the wicket of Malcolm Waller as he was gone, as he tried to actually hit a ball from Saeed Ajmal, and he was caught by Mohammad Hafiz, probably caught at mid-wicket. He was caught by Hafiz on the bowling of Ajmal for 70, but look at the boundaries that he hit. He had 14 boundaries in that knock. It was a very attractive innings of 70 odd runs from Malcolm Waller after a long time. And then Sikandar Raza was still there. Sikandar Raza was still there playing his strokes. But when Malcolm Waller was gone, Chigumbura joined, and Chigumbura also really put his head down and played very wonderful. I mean, played in a very wonderful fashion, in the sense he really played in a very mature way. But after that, Ajmal picked up the wicket of Sikandar Raza. Sikandar Raza Sikandar Raza also played some very good sweep strokes against the spinners. But then Saeed Ajmal picked up his wicket as he was gone, caught Misbah-ul Haq bowled Ajmal for 60 with 10 fours, which made the score 212 for 5. And then Mutumbami, the wicketkeeper, came in and joined Chigumbura. And Chigumbura, as I said, was playing in a very mature fashion. He knew which ball to leave and which ball to actually play his strokes. And Mutumbami started off in a very nice fashion by sweeping Ajmal onto the fence, a very nice sweep shot. And in his very brief stay at the wicket, Mutumbami contributed 13 runs of 13 balls with 3 boundaries before Saeed Ajmal had him LBW for 13, and that made the score 235 for 6. And when Prosper Utsaya, after hitting some very good boundaries, was out for 16, Rahat Ali got through the defences of Prosper Utsaya, and he was clean bowled by Rahat Ali for 16 just before the close of play. And that left Pakistan taking the new ball. That was the new ball which Rahat Ali struck actually. And then finally the second new ball was taken, and the second new ball at the time, Chigumbura, it was close of play with Chigumbura not out on 40 with 5 boundaries looking good, and Masakaja was not on 2. But what was very important was that Zimbabwe had overtaken the score of Pakistan's 249, and they had put 281 for 7 at close of play with a 32-run lead, and which is a very handy lead under the circumstances. And I think Zimbabwe have done exceedingly well going into the 3rd day, and they could really put the pressure on Pakistan. Now it depends on Elton Chigumbura, how long he can go, how long he can stay at the crease. But one thing one should remember, that tomorrow the new ball is still the new ball has been played only for 3 or 4 overs back, so it still has that real zest in it. And there will be life in the morning with the morning dew on the 3rd day, and I'm sure Pakistan would like to finish off the Zimbabwe innings as quickly as possible. But Elton Chigumbura might have other ideas. Probably he might take this as an opportunity to show how mature a batsman he is. Everything lies, according to me, the hopes lie with Chigumbura, because now they are really left with the tail of Shingara, Masakaja, Panyangra and Chatara, and it's all left to Chigumbura how he actually plays his strokes, whether he goes for his strokes or what he exactly does. So that would be interesting to see. But I think Pakistan could easily wrap up the innings tomorrow with the ball still new, and also the morning dew definitely going to assist the bowlers Junaid Khan and Rahat Ali. So 281 for 7. Zimbabwe going into the third day, at the close of play on the second day, were 281 for 7, a 32-run lead. And the bowling figures: Junaid Khan 20 overs, 6 maidens, 61 runs and 2 wickets. But Rahat Ali was very impressive: 18 overs, 3 maidens, 53 runs and 1 wicket. Abdul Rahman 19 overs, 5 maidens, none for 56. Saeed Ajmal was the most successful bowler: 26 overs, 3 maidens, 77 runs and 4 wickets. And Yunus Khan bowled 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 19. So Sikandar Raza getting us half century on his test debut. Well, now dear fans and subscribers, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a brief look at yesterday's match where I left off. First we'll look at the Ireland-England match, where, as you know, England, Ian Morgan and Ravi Bopara at the crease, they put up a record partnership to lose no wicket, and England in the end winning by 6 wickets and also winning with 7 overs to spare. So that was a stupendous effort, with Ian Morgan smashing 124 unbeaten runs of 106 balls with 8 fours and 4 sixes. Ravi Bopara 101 not out of 75 balls with 10 fours and 5 sixes, taking them to victory. And the victory in the end was very easy for England. And as I said, they didn't lose any other wicket, and England completed the job in fine style, thanks to Ian Morgan and Ravi Bopara, who really slammed some lot of sixes to actually take this match. So I can only touch in brief as far as the match between Scotland and Australia were concerned. Scotland was absolutely no answer to Australia's mammoth score of 362. They were all of 162. Machan made 39, 24 coming from McLeod, and in the end it was 25 coming from Huck's bat and Goody making 23. Well, the bowling 4 for 36 for Mitchell Johnson. Well, I don't have anything else to share. I just wanted to touch on this particular matches in a very brief fashion. But as I said, the focus was on the second day's play, where Zimbabwe have done exceedingly well to take a 32-run lead over Pakistan in the first innings. And Sikandar Raza getting on to a half century on his test debut, and he looks to be a real player for the future, Sikandar Raza. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this particular note, your host Ram would like to end the cricket show for today, but promising you that I'll be back again tomorrow with the third day's play. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.